place, the smallest independent state in the world, nestled within Rome. For millions, it's the heart of the Catholic Church. Its grand buildings, like St. Peter's Basilica, reach for the heavens. The Vatican is also home to incredible art, like the Sistine Chapel. Countless visitors walk through its squares and museums every year. But the Vatican's history stretches back 2 millennia. Much of it is hidden beneath the modern city, creating a sense of mystery. With its long history of secrets, the Vatican makes us wonder what lies beneath. For centuries, scholars and archaeologists have been captivated by the idea of a secret world under the Vatican. Legends speak of lost treasures and ancient documents. The layers of history are stacked on top of one another. To understand the Vatican of today, one must understand the worlds that came before it. St. Peter's Basilica stands on a site with a complex past. It was once a cemetery where early Christians buried their dead. The ground itself is sacred because of the generations of faithful laid to rest there. This is the beginning of our journey downwards. Human beings are naturally inquisitive creatures. We have an innate desire to explore the unknown, to pull back the curtain and see what lies behind it. The Vatican, being a place of such immense power and secrecy, fuels this curiosity like few other places on Earth. For centuries, it has operated behind closed doors, making decisions that have shaped nations and guided the lives of billions. This air of confidentiality makes people wonder. If there are secrets in its archives and its policies, it is only natural to assume that there must be physical secrets hidden beneath its very streets and buildings as well. This fascination is amplified by popular culture. Books and films often portray the Vatican as a labyrinth of hidden chambers and secret archives. They spin tales of ancient conspiracies and lost relics guarded by secret societies. While these stories are works of fiction, they tap into a very real public interest. They make us ask, what if? What if there really is a hidden library containing forbidden knowledge? What if ancient passages connect the Vatican to other parts of Rome? These thrilling ideas, even if not entirely true, make the world beneath the Vatican a place of infinite possibility in our imaginations. The simple truth is that we know for a fact that there are extensive structures under the Vatican. It is not just a matter of speculation. Archaeologists have been excavating these areas for decades, uncovering remarkable finds. But access to these subterranean worlds is extremely limited. Only a small number of people are allowed to visit these sites each day. This exclusivity makes the experience even more desirable. The fact that it is hidden from public view and difficult to access only increases its allure, making us all the more desperate to know what treasures and stories it holds. So the public's fascination is a combination of many things. It is born from the Vatican's historical secrecy, fed by exciting fictional stories, and confirmed by the real-life existence of restricted underground areas. People want to connect with the past in a tangible way. The idea of walking through a 2,000-year-old street that lies directly beneath the feet of modern-day popes is an incredibly powerful one. It is a journey back in time, a chance to touch a history that is usually only read about in books, and that is a journey many of us would love to take. Deep beneath the main altar of St. Peter's Basilica lies one of the Vatican's most incredible secrets, the Vatican Necropolis. The word necropolis means city of the dead, and that is exactly what it is. This is not a dark and spooky crypt, but an ancient Roman street lined with mausoleums or family tombs. These tombs belong to both non-Christian and Christian families in the early centuries after Christ. Walking through this preserved street is like stepping directly into the Roman Empire. The air is still, and the silence is broken only by the footsteps of the few who are allowed to enter. The discovery of this necropolis was almost accidental. In the 1940s, during work to prepare a tomb for Pope Pius XI, workers broke through a floor and found an ancient space below. This led to a secret and highly sensitive archaeological excavation that lasted for 10 years. What the archaeologists uncovered was astonishing. They found rows of brick-faced tombs, many of which were beautifully decorated with paintings and mosaics. These were the final resting places of Roman citizens, from freed slaves to members of wealthy families who lived and died nearly 2,000 years ago. The most significant discovery within the necropolis is what is believed to be the tomb of St. Peter himself. According to tradition, the Apostle Peter was martyred in Rome and buried in this very cemetery. The excavations revealed a simple grave located in a humble part of the necropolis. Around this grave, early Christians had built a series of protective structures and monuments. Archaeologists found ancient graffiti scratched into a nearby wall with phrases like, "Peter is here." For believers, this is the physical anchor of their faith, the final resting place of the first pope. Visiting the necropolis, which is also known as the Scavi, is a profound experience. The tour takes you through narrow passages, past tombs adorned with faded but beautiful art. You can see the original hill, the Vatican Hill, as it was in ancient times. The tour culminates at a spot directly beneath the high altar of the basilica, where you can look upon the place identified as St. Peter's tomb. It is a powerful reminder that this grand church was built upon a foundation of faith, history, and the very bones of the early Christian community. It connects the present-day Vatican directly to its ancient origins. Beyond the necropolis, tales of hidden places circulate, including the Passetto di Borgo. This fortified corridor connects Vatican City to Castel Sant'Angelo. Designed as an escape route for the Pope, it famously saved Pope Clement VII during the sack of Rome in 1527. The Passetto sparks wonder about other hidden tunnels and forgotten rooms within the Vatican's complex architecture. The religious and historical importance of these underground areas is immense. The necropolis links us to the early church and the era of Christian persecution. It provides evidence of St. Peter's presence and martyrdom. For historians, it's a well-preserved glimpse into Roman life, while for the faithful, it's a sacred pilgrimage site. These stones are witnesses to history. The Vatican's underground world fascinates because it blends faith, history, and mystery. It's where evidence supports tradition, yet enough remains unknown to inspire wonder. The ground beneath the Vatican will continue to inspire fascination and awe.